Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Nintendo Fuse review. This time it's for Saga of the Moon Priestess. This is a game that came out on January 24th, 2024 for the Nintendo Switch. It is published by East Asia Soft, and it's an action adventure role-playing game that's pretty much very much inspired by the Game Boy slash Game Boy Color Legend of Zelda titles. One of the items is specifically from one of the Oracle games, and they make a little cheeky comment about it. This game contains 5 dungeons. It's probably took me about 4 to 4.5 hours to complete. The world isn't very big, but it is filled. There's no real dead spaces, and it is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of ambition in this game. The dungeons are very varied. One interesting thing is that enemies stay dead until you reboot the game. So if you kill all the enemies in a room and you end up dying and you have to come back, you can go through that room with no enemies anymore. So it kind of makes it a little easier in that regards, but I don't necessarily hold that against it because if you die to a boss, you got to get back to the boss from the start of the dungeon. Bosses are really cool, but I will say that this game does have some glitches. One boss in particular wound up glitching and going into the corner, into the wall. I was still able to hit them, and they were just like randomly like, "Peace, I'm leaving my boss room. I don't want anything to do with you." And then I did encounter some really weird bugs that pretty much remind me of the old Game Boy games. If you don't remember in Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, you can like I think it was like push select and start as you're like walking through a screen, and it like puts Link on the opposite side of the next screen, which allowed you to bypass certain things, but also put Link into the wall in some cases. The last item you get in this game is the switch hook from Oracle of Ages, where you will shoot out a hook, grab an object, and that object will switch. But what's weird is it will switch to wherever you are. So I've had instances where an enemy would hit me and I would be falling down a pit and I would swap with that object and the object would go flying and it was like it locked me into places. Another time where I tried to use it on an object and it froze me, like the whole like I couldn't move. It just like froze me to the block. When fighting the final boss in one case, the boss hit me and what should have been a wall, but I went through the wall into weird like Technicolor land. So a patch needs to happen, but I wouldn't hold that against this game. It is what it is. If you're looking for a short, Zelda style adventure, it's really ambitious for what it tries to do. The story is kind of nonsensical. It kind of ends just as abruptly as it starts, but it's normally $5.99. It's on sale right now until the 14th, Valentine's Day. 20% off. It's $4.79, and honestly, that is a steal. This game is a lot of fun, and I do highly recommend it. But just know that there are bugs, and hopefully that gets patched out. But it is a really a good experience, and scratches that Zelda itch if you have it. So definitely check it out, and thank you so much to East Asia Soft for providing myself with a review code. For other reviews like this, please go to nintendofuse.com. Check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/nintendofuse, where you could check out our podcast, game chats, industry talks, and a bunch of other content. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a great day, and take care.